First off, the weird thing is, in the past, I've always mentioned, Geminis, you guys are constantly, you're constantly trying to find your true love, trying to find your calling. And it's this energy of the opposing twins inside you that makes it really difficult for you to feel 100% content. Okay. However, I feel like the side that wants stability has taken over, possibly, the past 5 years, the past 10 years. Everything you did was very security oriented. And then the other twin that wants more spontaneity, that wants to kind of like devil may care, let loose, let your hair down, has felt neglected. Okay, and then I feel like when you spend your life, trying to build up the nest egg, trying to get financially stable, trying to do everything that's expected of you, trying to fit into a mold, trying to, uphold a reputation, trying to maintain that relationship, trying to do everything that's expected of you, life becomes very, very monotonous. Life becomes like just a series of events that we go through, just going through the motions. And the other twin that really wants more fun, more opportunities, more excitement, I feel like he or she feels very, very suppressed. Okay. So that's the first message. And that basically means you have to find more opportunities to let the fun twin have some fun, to do something that will allow you to kind of embody both energies. Otherwise, there's inner conflict. And then when the inner conflict becomes so big, I feel like it's just, you're at a point where you're like, I don't get to have any fun. And then you do something drastic. You drop all your responsibilities and just, head for the hills. And so aim for moderation is what I'm saying, I guess, in a very long-winded way. Aim for moderation, okay? Aim to let your hair down. Aim to, let the fun side, or do the fun things in life as well. Life doesn't have to be just about the daily grind and going through the motions. It should be fun. It should be inspiring. That's why we live it. It should stir your passion and try to moderate, okay? Work-life balance with personal life balance, okay? There is another message. Oh, wow. I'm not able to retain information. There is another message here. And what I feel is it deals with communication. And I feel like, okay, it's coming back out. So let's say, communication, a lot of it is not just about the words that are being said. It's also the tone, the body language, and the demeanor, and the attitude, right, that goes with it. So everything is not just the message that's communicated. It's everything else that's surrounding it. So for example, if you're on, if you're texting somebody and you're asking them something, and it's somebody that you might not know really well, it's not somebody that, can read you like a book. You want to provide a little bit more context, okay? So for example, if you text somebody, what did you do today? They could be like, they're concerned about me, or they're curious, or they can get defensive. They can get paranoid. Like, are they checking up on me, or do they not believe that I was out today? So providing a little bit of context, hey, I was just wondering what you did today. I missed you. Or, I thought you might have gone to see that movie. If not, let's go to the movies together. Providing a little bit of context when you communicate. And then in person, because people can read your demeanor and your attitude. And honestly, Geminis, everything shows up on your face. So I feel like if you're displeased with somebody, you know, it's going to show up on your face. And you might ask them, why did you do that? And then the displeasure shows up on your face. So aiming to be a little bit more aware of the energy you project. Okay, that's going to go a long way. Aiming to be very careful with our tone so that we can get a more neutral message across. That's going to be important as well. Okay, so those are the two messages, and I feel like it's coming in for this week. So they might be things that you need to kind of like, you know, be mindful of. First of all, let me talk to you about how your partner sees you. I have here the Five of Wands. This is a card about conflict, competition. In a way, it could be like an energy that is a little bit too in our face. Like these people are either in conflict or talking, but they're a little bit too close. So it's almost like, you know, in your face, bold and brash and possibly quite aggressive. So your partner sees you this way, which is weird because Geminis are not, you know, usually aggressive, but something is triggering feelings in you, passion and feelings and emotions. Your partner also sees you as someone who has a lot of suitors. Okay, this is like the card about competition, having a lot of competitors, having a lot of like hush hush behind the closed doors type of conversation. So I feel like they see this and they're just like thinking that I think Gemini is in another relationship or Gemini is in a relationship. We have here the Four of Wands, which is stability, home, marriage, etc. So if you're single, your love interest feels like you have a lot of potential suitors. They also feel like your energy is a little bit aggressive this week. And they also feel like you might already, you know, I keep hearing like behind closed doors type of conversations. And whatever you're doing, I feel like, you know, you might want to explain to them. If this is somebody that you like, you might want to explain to them and kind of like bring them into the fold. Okay, so that way they know that you're not seeing anybody else, that you're still very much single and you're very much interested if you are interested in them. So they feel like you have a lot of, they have a lot of competitions, and they also feel like your energy is just a little bit aggressive, which might not be a bad thing, you know, to go after the things that you want or the people that you want. The partner that you're dealing with here, we have the Ace of Swords. This is an air energy. So it doesn't seem like it's a person, but the energy that they come across is air sign oriented, okay? Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. They're very, very communicative. But there is a very delicate balance between them. So in the way that they communicate, excuse me, not between them. There's a very delicate balance. So if you see that moon, it's like balancing on the tip of that sword. The person that you're dealing with, they're starting to communicate on a more heart and soul level. And I'm looking at the 4 hearts that are around the borders. The person that you're dealing with is starting to let their guard down. They're starting to reach out to you. They're starting to reveal their emotions. They're starting to kind of like allow you to see their inner workings, allow you to feel what they feel, allowing you to kind of sense, you know, what's going on, what they're dealing with, what's going through their mind, and they're allowing themselves to be more vulnerable around you, which is great because this seems to me like it's the beginning of somebody opening up, letting you know how they feel, letting you know that they have a lot of love for you, letting you know that they have a lot of emotions that they might not have known how to deal with in the past, but now they know how to deal with it. And they're going to communicate that to you. If you are dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, this is somebody who's very, very intuitive, okay? I'm hearing like emotions. I want to talk to you about my emotions. It's on the tip of my tongue. and the tip of the sword. But there still has a hesitation on their end because, once again, they feel like you have a lot of suitors. You might be in a relationship. So if you're not in a relationship, make it known, okay? They really do like you. How you feel about this person, we have here the Six of Pentacles. You're dealing with someone who's very, very kind. Very kind. This is a card of generosity. This is somebody that is very financially stable, very established. They have a really good heart. They have a really, really big heart. They care about the homeless. They care about children. They care about sick animals. They care about, the state of the world. They care about pollution. They care about plastic affecting, the marine life. They care about everybody and everything. And I feel like, they have a really, really good soul and a really good, generous heart. And they're not like the pentacle suit indicate, practical application. So not only do they sit there and sob and talk about, all the sea turtles that are injured, they get out there and get their hands dirty and they do things to alleviate these social problems. So you're dealing with someone who's just, not all talk, but they walk the walk. So you have somebody that you really admire, I feel. You like their generosity. They're almost like too good to be true. And I feel like they don't just talk about things. They walk the walk and they get out there and they get their hands dirty and they get things done. And so this is a really good person here. So what's going to happen between the two of you? You're going to rush towards this person. Okay, this Chariot card is about moving straight ahead. It's about narrowing your options. We go from a Five of Wands, competitors, competition, to the Four of Wands, where you finally decide, like, this is who I'm going for. This is who I want to be with. This is who I want to build a life with. Never mind all of these other options. And I feel like you're going to be charging full speed ahead towards this person. They're really, really, they're just amazing. They're in a very amazing soul. And I feel like they really stir some deep, caring feelings towards you or within you. You know how when you meet someone who's really kind, who's just like genuinely very, very, like just a good person and very kind, it makes you, like, that generosity is very contagious. It makes you want to do things to help them. It makes you want to do things to take care of them. It makes you want to, just like hold them in your arms and just cradle them. So I feel like this is the person that triggers these strange feelings that might not have been there, because all the people you've dealt with in your past, they were self-serving. This is the person who's very generous, and the generosity is very contagious. So I see you rushing forward, moving towards this person, which is great because there's definitely communication and breakthroughs, and they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. In other areas of your life, what I have here is I have a relationship. Some of you might be in a marriage situation and you're thinking about jumping ship, okay? Scanning the horizon, scoping out to see new territories. What else is out there? Because something has proven to be a very, very big burden. Okay, this relationship is very heavy, is burdensome here with the Ten of Wands. I've been hanging on to it because of what that's what's expected of me. Because of the security, because of the children, because I don't want to divide up my assets. I don't want to lose money. I don't want to rock the boat. But something in your life has proven to be a little bit burdensome. For some of you, this is work where more and more and more responsibilities are dumped upon you. And we have here the Four of Coins. You stay in it because of the financial stability. You stay in it. So once again, that other side of the twin, the one that roughs it out, the one that sticks around, the one that is very dependable. You do it because it's expected of you. You do it because, it's a gradual process, right? Like we get promoted and then we get more responsibilities. Then we get promoted and then we get responsibilities. So it gets to the point where you're starting to see it for what it is. And you're like, wait a minute, the responsibilities keep mounting. So yes, I'm getting paid more, but the responsibilities keep mounting. Is that, where is my quality of life? You know, is this the smart thing for me to keep doing? Keep getting promoted, but then keep losing out my free time. So I feel like you're reassessing some things. And I feel like it's in a work situation as well, where you're scanning the horizon. Somebody might be telling you, you know, about job opportunities. We have here the Ace of Swords, communication, about new opportunities that are available for you. So they're scanning the horizon. You're scanning the horizon. And this is internet-based type of research, okay, with the Hermit card. Looking around, looking for opportunities. And we have here the Tower. So this is sort of like realizing the truth, looking at a situation and trying to figure out, you know, I need to leave where I'm at because it's not entirely making me happy. It's not stable anymore. I feel like there are a lot of things coming into the picture for this week. A lot of responsibilities that are handed out to you. And I also feel like you're very status quo oriented for this week. But I feel like towards the end of the week, there will be opportunities that you know you have to go for, and go for it. Okay. I'm going to pull out another card here because the Tower did come out. So let me just see. What is this in relations to? Expansion, new opportunities. So I feel it's almost like, you know, sometimes we tell ourselves where I'm at is okay. And these are just things that we tell ourselves to rationalize the reality of what we're dealing with, to make sense of it. It's not the ideal situation. And I feel like this might be the week where it's an awakening. You have new opportunities coming into the picture here with the world, and you have to grab them because it doesn't come around often.